Bastayero, Cherry Room, tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat niyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo. Ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin. Ibida ang hilig ng bawat Pilipino na merong taglay na galing. Bago na, Power and Play na. Bago na, Power and Play. Bago na, Power and Play na. Bago na, Pilipinas tayo na. Bago na,
Philippines, the wait is over! The goal is yours! Finally, Diaz!
Serena Bolden gets the first goal for the Philippines in the FIFA Women's World Cup!
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Ngayon pong kasado na ang PBA Finals. Ang tuloy-tuloy na kaya sa titulo ang rumaragasang San Miguel Beermen o makukuha na kaya ng Meralco Bolts ang kanilang kauna-unahang kampyonato? At kilalanin natin ang ating pinakabagong Olympian na patungo na po ng Paris, ang pang-apat na gymnast mula sa Pilipinas. Lahat po yan ngayong umaga. E di paano? Bango na! Power and Play na!
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, mga kapatid. Kamusta po kayong lahat? June 1 na po, panibagong buwan na, kalahating taon na ang nakalilipas at kinakamusta po natin ang ating mga suki sa Radyo 5 92.3 True FM. Lalong-lalo na po yung mga nasa kanilang mga sasakyan at pauwi na sa kanilang mga tahanan o di kayo papasok sa kanilang mga tanggapan. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And of course, lahat po ng mga nakatutok sa 1PH on Signal TV, lalong-lalo na yung mga nasa emergency room, yung mga nasa clinic, o di kaya yung mga nanonood sa palengke. Kamusta po kayong lahat? At sana po yung nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. And of course, binabati po natin lahat ng ating mga suki all over the world via our Facebook live streaming sa 1PH, Radyo 5 at ng Power and Play. Of course, yun din po mga nanonood sa delayed telecast sa RPTV, Free-to-Air Channel 9. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello world mula po sa Power and Play. And of course, hindi po mabubo ang ating umaga kung hindi ko kasama ang aking partner, ang kuya ng lahat, the man for all seasons, Jera Season. Magandang umaga, partner. Ang ganda ng ngiti mo
Ay, syempre naman. Magandang umaga ngayon. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. No? Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Jera Season. At gusto ko lang po sabihin na yesterday was a very good day.
Mukha nga, ang ganda ng ngiti mo
Di ba?
Bakit?
Dalawang koponan na nanalo. Pareho kong paboritong team. Pero mas paborito ko yung nanalo kagabi.
Oo.
Ang Meralco Bolts. Congratulations sa Meralco Bolts.
Congratulations.
At finally, natalo na nila ang Ginebra.
Nabasag na.
Nabasag na.
Yung tinatawag nilang Game 7 Jinx.
Exactly.
Diba?
0-6 kasi never manalo ang Meralco sa Ginebra.
Alam mo, ang laking bagay ni Nenad Vucinic eh. Hindi sa
Yeah.
siya ay in-acknowledge naman ni Coach Luigi Trillo na talagang malaking tulong yung kanilang coaching consultant,
Yeah.
head of basketball programs
Yeah.
na si Nenad Vucinic, dating Serbia, national coach din yan. Ibang-iba yung laro nila kahapon.
Hindi, maganda. Tsaka it was a very tight yung defense nila. At tsaka yung ikot ng bola.
Ganda.
Ang ganda.
Ang ganda.
Ang ganda.
At of course, coming out party ni Brandon Bates.
Yun. yun ang.
Parang nakita ko si Billy Ray eh.
Hindi, yun ang pumalit kay Philip Cesar.
Oo.
Tapal King.
Tapal King. Ang galing.
Ang galing. Puros blocks. Yung
5 blocks kahapon. Well,
6 yata, partner.
6 ba?
Yeah,
Ba?
6
6 pa pala. Pambihira talaga.
Grabe.
Well, again, congratulations sa Meralco. And of course, na-set up na ang finals. Sabi ko nga, alam mo, pag June 1, June na eh.
Yeah.
Ang dami nangyayari, partner eh. Andyan na yung PBA Finals. Sabi mo nga, NBA Finals, kasado na rin.
Mavs.
Boston
Tinambakan nila.
kontra ng Dallas. At
Yeah.
pag-uusapan din natin yan mamaya
Yes,
sa ating
yes,
mga
yes.
kwentuhan. Of course, anong ibig sabihin ng June, partner? Mga 2 buwan na lang, Olympics na.
O, isa pa yan.
Aba, mamaya po, kikilalanin natin ang ating pinakabagong Olympian, fourth gymnast, si Emma Malabuyo, isa pong Phil-American na nag-qualify dun sa Asian quota sa Olympics. Again, pang-13 nating Olympian yan sa Paris. And of course, mamaya partner, yung PBA Finals, aba, hindi lamang po isa, kundi 2 bisita natin. Hihimayin po ni Coach Yeng Yao, isang veteranong coach ang PBA Finals, at ating pong makakapiling mismo ang nanalo kagabi na coach na Meralco, si Coach Luigi Trillo. Mamaya po yan And of course, pag dumadating din ng Hunyo, partner, ano ba nangyari? Tag-ulan.
Actually, in-announce na ng Pag-asa na pumasok na ang panahon ng tag-ulan.
Official na.
Official na.
Okay,
Official
kaya
na.
pala parang nagbabagong ihip ng hangin. At yan din po ang ating pag-uusapan. Yung bahong pagbabago ng ihip ng hangin pagdating sa ating mga Filipino overseas basketball players. Yan po ang ating pag-usapan sa ating unang segment na What's the Score? Dito po sa What's the Score, pag-usapan natin ang pinakamainit at pinakamalaking issue at topic sa sports po sa mga nakalipas na araw. Well, bigla pong naging free agent ang maraming Pinoy imports na naglalaro sa Japan B-League, pati na rin sa Korean Basketball League. Kasama dyan ang pioneer na si 30 Ravenna na wala na sa Sun and Neo Phoenix pagkalipas ng 4 na taon. Out na rin sa Shiga Lakers ang kuya ni 30 na si Kiefer pagkalipas ng 3 taon sa kupanan. Umexit na rin sa Yokohama B Corsairs si Kai Soto. Maging si Carl Tamayo na dumiretso sa Ryukyu Golden Kings mula sa kanyang collegiate stint, free agent na rin. Natapos na rin ang Japan stint ni Greg Sila, Greg Slaughter na balik Pilipinas para maglaro sa Manila Stars sa MPBL. Sa Korea naman, umalis na rin sa anyang Red Boosters si Renz Abando at ang pinaka-latest, si Matthew Wright. Hindi ni rin ni-renew ng kanyang team sa B-League. Ano kaya ang kahulugan at impact ng di pagbalik ng mga marquee Pinoy players sa kanilang overseas team? Nagbago na kaya talaga ang ihip ng hangin? And partner, alam mo, let's set the table muna, no? Kasi alam naman natin nung nagsimula itong exodus, quote-unquote, ng mga player, ang PBA naging very,
Nanakot.
Oh, matigas.
Oh.
Ha?
Kung ayaw mo, wag mo.
Ayaw. Akala nila, yun ay pipigil dun sa paglabas ng mga player. Pero hindi. Nagtuloy-tuloy. In fact, by some counts, no, ewan ko kung itong latest, 11 player na Pilipino naglalaro sa Korean Basketball League. 15 naman sa B-League sa Japan. 26 total, maybe a little more. Pero ito yung mga marquee players, mga UAAP stars na talagang malaki ang future, ang kinabukasan sa PBA.
Yeah. Hindi, pero kaya nga ito magandang tanong ko sa iyo, partner. Being a former PBA commissioner, 'di ba? Maalam ka dito Ano bang polisiya ngayon na nangyayari sa PBA tungkol dito sa mga exodus at yung mga planong bumalik dito sa PBA?
Alam mo, actually nakaka-good na tinanong mo 'yan sapagkat ang PBA nung araw, sabi nga natin, mula sa galit naging pagtanggap acceptance.
Yeah.
Tinanggap na nila yung kumbaga trend na talagang lalabas pero ang kanilang inaasahan babalik ka rin, parang si Gary B. Babalik ka rin.
Balik bayan.
Oo, di ba?
Yes.
Ito ang policy. In fact, nirelax na nila yung tinatawag nilang sit-out period, partner. Nung araw, pagka lumabas ka at ikaw ay draft eligible, kailangan pag gusto mong bumalik, uupo ka muna ng matagal para
Yun yung unang panakot nila.
Oo. Nirelax na nila. Ang policy ngayon ng PBA, partner, kapag ikaw ay hindi pa nagpapadraft pero eligible ka na, meaning doon sa rules ng PBA, may certain may certain requirements. Either you're 19 years old, you are a collegiate student, or di kaya ikaw ay out of college at ikaw ay eligible na, within 3 years from your eligibility, pwede ka kagad mag-apply sa PBA draft. Wala nang sit-out period, mga kapatid. Pero pag ikaw ay mahigit 3 taon na, 4 na taon na, yung within 3 years, parang sila Carl Tamayo. Natapos na sila,
nagpa-draft
pwede
sa
sila
PBA,
dapat magpa-draft, pero hindi sila nagpa-draft,
tinuloy.
umalis sila, yun, wala nang sit-out sila, pwede kagad mag-apply sa
Si
draft.
3rd Ravena, ganun din.
Hindi,
diba?
si 3rd 4 na taon na. So lampas na siya sa 3 years.
Ah.
Ang kanyang rule iba. Pwede siya magpa-draft, pero in a special lottery. Iba na ang rule sa kanya. Ngayon, yun naman mga dating player, mga kapatid, mga katulad ni Kiefer, ni Greg,
dati naglaro
Greg
na.
Slaughter, naglaro na. Sila Jay Washington, yung mga lumabas na. Yan naman, kailangang bumalik sa kanilang mga original team. Pero sila ay covered nung tinatawag na free agency rule ng PBA. But ang bottom line dito, lumuwag na, partner, ang rules ng PBA. And again, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Dahil alam naman natin, yan ang lifeblood ng ating liga. Yung mga batang player na mga magagaling. And alam mo, para natin maintindihan pa to, lalo na, kasama natin ngayon, partner, ang ating kaibigan, and of course, matagal na niyang sinusundan itong issue na to, yung lalong-lalo na yung issue ng mga players na kung bakit sila umaalis ng Pilipinas para maglaro overseas. Kasama po natin ngayon ang ating correspondent at of course Spin.ph columnist, si Homer Saison live mula sa Chicago. Homer, magandang umaga. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Hi, Homer. Good morning.
Parang naka-mute ka, Homer. Are you in mute?
Yes.
Yan. Okay.
Yes.
Approve. Kamusta?
Sorry.
Good to have you. Alam ko ikaw ang panaybiyahe mo ngayon at sinusundan mo ang NBA, Homer, ha?
Yes, I was in Dallas and the last 3 days was spent traveling Dallas and then Minnesota. I just got home from Chicago kasi may mga storms and I was laid over in the airport for like 8 hours.
Oo.
So here I am, karating ko lang, and it's a very interesting topic itong... As a matter of fact, I have a big breaking news na lalabas sa Spin. I'm not at liberty to tell you yet. Pero it's about the Japan B-League and about Kai Soto.
Aba,
And,
okay.
That's why...
Hindi, kaya nga.
Yeah, and that's why... And it's just... hindi lang namin nilabas kahapon because there was Game 7 of the PBA.
Well,
and it speaks to the topic nitong pag-alisan ng mga player and are they really coming back and all that stuff. So that's why when I got the invite, I was so happy to jump into it.
I want to ask you immediately, Homer, gaano ka significant ang paglalaro nito mga players na to overseas? Nakatulong ba sa kanila? We're talking about almost 30 players here.
Yes, nakakatulong ko. Primarily, the motivation is money, and the second is, of course, the quality of competition. And lalo ka kasi magandang competition like in Japan, Korea. It allows your game to grow, and it also allows you other opportunities outside the basketball. Kasi kung sa PBA ka lang, PBA is good. we're not trying to bash the PBA here. Magaling ang PBA, but may mga limitations. You have to play to the rich, bigger teams to be able to spread your wings, kumbaga.
Oo.
You know? So, if you are talented, yun na nga iba. That's why a lot of these players, like look at Troy Rosario, he's still trying to go back to the MVP group because, he knows he's just gonna rot at Blackwater. And you're not gonna grow in your career kung wala kang, a lot of their money is also, the incentives are tied in your participation sa semifinals, championship, mga bonuses. So if you come to a richer team, a poorer team, I mean, not only do not have the bonuses, wala yung mga perks. As alleged, kung totoo man to, like the bigger teams, di ba? It's common knowledge, and although we cannot verify that, and we are not insinuating, allegedly lang na lalaro ka ng San Miguel o mga malalaking team, may mga side business ka, mabigyan ka. And I am personally privy to some of these contracts. Kausap natin mga players. But in that regard, sa PBA kasi, you don't have to go to the rich teams. Sa Japan B-League, for instance, Kai Soto has an offer. Dito, ibigay ko na lang. Kai Soto's offer, multiple offers siya sa Japan Commissioner is, the minimum offer was $600,000 a month.
Wow.
And
very
that is
lucrative.
the reason.
Oh.
Minimum yan, and that's about 3.7 million pesos a month in today's dollar currency exchange.
Wow.
And that's the reason why si Kai is not going to the summer league, because he is likely to take that offer, not long term, short term lang, that would also still allow him to have an NBA off because his management believes na next year, he gets stronger, 22 pa si Kai, that would still be a window.
Okay.
Instead na pupunta siya sa Summer League, magsusunta siya sa Summer League na. But it just shows you na the offers in Japan, dati, I couldn't believe when I was told that allegedly, the Ravenas, they are, the gold standard sa mga Asian imports natin. They were making reportedly 30,000, 40,000 a month. For a while, I thought, maybe, it's embellished and all this stuff. But talking to multiple sources, mga agents doon sa Japan B-League, officials sa Japan B-League, and agents, obviously. And then now that I have confirmed mismo from Kai's people na $600,000, so there's truth na talagang malalaki, Commissioner. And this is the reason why guys like Renza Bando are not really running and going to the PBA draft. Exploring options lang muna. So,
Let's go, partner.
Kaya nga, so Homer, what you're trying to say is, etong mga non-renewal or being free agents nitong mga Filipino overseas players, no? So, before October, medyo hindi pa pwede na, kumbaga yung umaasa na babalik sa Pilipinas, parang hindi rin mangyayari yan.
Yes. And then also, Boss Yera, some of these players na sinabi ni Commissioner Willie Marshall may few daw.
Yeah.
And because he did not identify those, and we cannot compel him to identify those. Pero maybe those players na wala pang contract, hindi na renew. Players that are on the fringe na, like hedging. Like, hey, if I don't get a contract there, I'm gonna reach out to the PBA and say, hey, babalik ako ha, just in case. Because if and there are players that don't necessarily look at money. Like, look at Robert Bolick. He walked away from a big contract, diba? But for every Bolick, there are 10 others who want that money. So yun. There's the thing that it's really the money, the quality of competition yung nakapa-drive ng ano. Look at we don't have to look far. Tingnan mo yung semi-finals natin ngayon sa ating Philippine Cup. There was only one independent team, and then the three were MVP Group and SMC.
Okay.
And much as happy tayo sa Meralco, it's still a member of the MVP Group, the rich block dyan sa PBA.
Well, alam mo, tanong ko dito,
yun.
Umer. I want to ask you, kasi alam natin yung impact sa kanila, no? Obviously, they're living their best life dyan sa Korea and sa Japan. The big contracts, they have everything. And they have, kumbaga, an opportunity to get better because of good competition. What about yung impact nila sa mga teams nila? Because when you look at their records sa mga teams nila, many of those playing in the Japan B-League, hindi pumapasok sa playoffs. Maybe just a few that have made it. Bobby Ray, perhaps. But the rest, in fact, yung Shiga Lakers ni Kiefer, bumaba pa sa second division, no? Except for maybe in Korea's yung Ethan Alvano who became a domestic most valuable player ng KBL. But anong impact naman ng mga Pinoy players dyan sa mga liga na yan? Kaya sila binabayaran ng ganyang kalalaki?
Well, yung part of yung revenue stream kasi ng Japan B-League Commissioner is yung online nila, is streaming. And like for instance, one of the reasons why Kai is getting very big offers because he drives the metrics. He drives the number. Pag may laro si Kai sa YouTube, ang daming nanonood. The traction that he has in social media, engagement. Same thing with the Rabenas. Look at Keeper Rabena, yung mga followers ni Keeper. And how many followers he has in Facebook. So, yun, ang impact nila sa liga. And not necessarily just the play, no? Because some of them didn't last long. Like Tamayo only lasted one season. Baltasar left for one season. But those who had lasted long, ang impact nila is more on the, not more, but a hefty chunk of it on the social media side. The commissioner drive the metrics up to the popularity of the league. And with Japan kasi, mayaman ang mga team. They can sustain those na pagpasweldo ng malaki and at the same time still maintain na kahit fringe player lang or not really contributing much but pangdagdag ng quota nila. And also, by the way, to off topic, is mahirapan na. May bagong moving forward commissioner, medyo mahihirapan na mga maraming Asian import na like Filipino or PBA players na pupunta sa Japan because there's a new law there that's been passed now that if you are a player and had played there for a certain number of years, like 5, 6, automatic ka na considered as local in the B-League. So, I don't know how, so I don't know how it would affect moving forward. Pero sa ngayon, that's a faucet that's gonna close and that might be good for the PBA. That might be a means with which they can keep some of the talents. Kasi, like for instance, you know,
in other words, partner, walang security. Hindi ito sustainable. Ganun ba sinasabi mo, Homer?
Correct. You know, if you're good, like if you're Ray Parks, if you're Dwight Ramos, if you are Sergey Rabena, who's improved immensely, then you will always have that spot. You know? Pero yung mga other players that just hope na, you know, like having a one good season sa UAAP and they think it would translate in Japan, then, you know, that's no longer a reliable, dependable path and sustainable, like you said, Commissioner.
So, what is the outlook, partner? What is the outlook? Will they return? Nagbago na ba ihip ng hangin? Sa tingin mo, mas marami na bang babalik. Or mananatili sa Pinas? Imbis na pupunta doon sa Japan, seeing that what's going on right now dyan sa Japan B-League at saka sa KBL?
To me, it's still, the PBA is still like a parang insurance lang, Commissioner. The option of going to Japan, Korea, and even Taiwan, nandun si Jason Brickman, they paid good money there too. So, ang PBA lang is, for now, it's still an option lang muna. It's not really like, you know, for instance, do you really hear superstar players na talagang like Kevin Kiambao, for instance, do you hear him saying, oh my goodness, I can't wait to go to the PBA draft? Right? It's always like there are international offers and we're mulling those international offers. So, yun, it's like I said, it's because of the money kasi, Commissioner. It's because, you know, and do you blame them? A lot of these students, athletes, a lot of these players, they come from modest, humble beginnings. And from, you know, not necessarily silver spoon, but medyo maginhawang buhay dahil sa PBA player, mga say, analyst, superstar athlete, ibang situation. But when you have players like, for instance, may dating star ng Adamson University, kilala ko talaga, and, you know, even approach me directly, like, hey, Tito, can you help me get me a team to go to the Japan B-League? You know, these are players na talagang go there to help their families, make good money, and you don't do that in the PBA kasi may limit ang PBA. If you're a rookie, you only make a certain amount. Like, I think it's 250 according to the new memo, 250,000 pesos, and then you're gonna be tied for at least 2 years. So that's gonna be 200,000 pesos a month for 2 years. Ilan lang yan kumpara sa Japan B-League. How it works in the Japan B-League is that they sign you 1 year in the range of $8,000 to $10,000 1 year. And then if you do well, then doon na sa secondary contract mo, doon na yung malalaking contract. Doon na they make $20,000, $28,000 a month. Like for instance, Matthew Wright right now is a free agent he's not considering the PBA. He's considering going back to Japan.
Wow.
And
Okay.
Renza Bando.
Okay, go.
Renza Bando, go ahead.
Homer, just one question. Having said that, sinabi mo lahat yan, di ba? Ang concern ngayon, your take, what should PBA do?
Correct.
Di ba?
Oh.
In order to
Stem the tide.
Yeah,
Oh,
grab this
opportunity.
opportunity na
Oh.
sinasabi ngang nag-iihip ang hangin. No? Baka sakaling they can lure all this back to the league sa PBA. Anong take mo dyan? What should PBA do? Kung ikaw.
Money talk, yung sabi nga nila, money talks, BS walks. So, one thing you can do is, kung meron silang, there's no salary cap. So,
Tanggalin na
maybe
yan.
one of the things is, one thing you can do, Commissioner, Boss Jera, is maybe have a signing bonus. That's a way where you can circumvent the salary cap. Hindi naman salary to, signing bonus. Right? That's one thing that you can entice them to come. But the only problem here, again, it goes back to the money and the financial weight of this big team. Because the small money and the small companies like Blackwater and Terra Firma and all those guys, they don't have the financial wherewithal to give those bonuses.
That's
So
why,
it's a vicious
ang take ko dyan is, tama yun eh. Alam mo, sa akin, ang una dapat ayusin ng PBA, yung salary cap eh. And it doesn't mean
Correct.
na ibaba. Ako ang feeling ko lang, syempre kailangan sumabay sila. Hindi naman kaya ng mga teams natin dito. Pero yung mga malalaking team na sinasabi ni Homer, partner, na kayang bumayad, magbayad sila ng luxury tax yung ginagawa sa NBA. Kapag sumobra ka na sa salary cap, merong portion na magbabayad ka ng buwis, yung perang yun napupunta doon sa mga mahihirap na team. At yung mga mahihirap na team na yun, ngayon pwede magbayad ng mas malalaking player. Ngayon nagiging legal. But again, it's the rules. Hindi ka pwedeng tatamad-tamad sa PBA. Hindi pwede yung simpleng mathematics lang ang ginagawa nila dyan at laging sinasabi, nagpapile naman ng tax return. Hindi na po pwede yun. Huwag na tayo magbulahan. Ayusin ninyo yung mga rules ninyo sa salary cap. Yun ang importante dyan. At madali lang yan. Pag-aralan lang nila yung ginagawa sa ibang liga. Sa akin, ha?
And another thing to come, I think the PBA, it could help a lot to really be transparent with the revenue sharing as well.
Dapat, isa
I'll
pa
give you
yan.
an example. I'll give you an example sa NBA. Sikat na mga teams ang mga big markets like Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles because they're the big markets. Pero do you hear the poor teams like the Sacramentos of the world, the San Antonios that are small markets? They don't because they reap from the success of those big teams because of revenue sharing. For instance, Sacramento Kings ka, you visit the New York Knicks at the Madison Square Garden. Magkano ang takilya? There's a share. I think it's 60 for the home team, 40% for the visiting team. So magkikita sila, that's why. And then another thing, the luxury tax, na sinabi ko, Commissioner, meron ding equal revenue share. Tapos TV money.
Yan,
That's why
idadagdag ko lang.
Sacramento-
Ang idadagdag ko pa, Homer, is this. And you know this for very well. Ang salary cap sa NBA is tied up to their revenue. Meaning, kagaya na ngayon, may bagong TV contract ang NBA. Ang laki. Dahil nga sa ganda ng laro, dahil nga sa ganda ng pinapakita ng mga player, dahil malaki yung salary cap, they project yung revenue sa TV. Now they are projecting tataas ang salary cap ng NBA. So ngayon, ang nakikinabang ang player. Hindi ang mga teams lamang ang player. I think that's something na hindi kulang sa PBA.
The question, partner, dati kang PBA commissioner, di ba? At the height of the popularity of PBA, yung vintage, naging ganyan ba ang arrangement o...
Hindi, ganito rin. Kung ano ngayon, yun pa rin.
Ay, hindi na nagbago.
Ang nagbabago lang yung amount. So tumaas lang nila. Kuno, yung tinaas sa kalahating milyon ang maximum. Pero yung mga team nagbabayad na ng 1 milyon, 800,000. Bakit hindi pa nila gawing 1 milyon na talaga? Diba? I mean, bakit tayo nagbobolahan?
It never became a dynamic league.
Tapos pabayaan mo yung mga player magbayad ng tax. Bakit tayo nagbobolahan? Diba? And then, kung sumusobra naman yung mga team, bayad sila. Bayad din sila. Gusto nilang gumastos eh. Bayad din sila. But at the end of the day, para ang mga teams ganado, i-tie up mo salary cap sa kinikita ng liga. Hindi lang napupunta sa mga biyahe ng mga board of governors. Yun lang ang ibig ko sabihin.
Oops, stray bullet.
Bim, bim.
So that's why if there is really if the PBA is really genuine ang nila approach nila, gusto nilang improve ang PBA, ang attendance and trust level sa fan base nila. Those are the things like you enumerated. Salary cap really is number one. Revenue sharing number two.
Alright.
I think it would help with the
Yeah, one more question.
equanimity of money.
One more
Yes.
question, Homer, before we go. Dahil sabi mo kanina, yung Japan League, di ba? Kumikita sila sa social media, sa online. And that's also the reason, kumbaga one of the excuses of the PBA kung bakit wala masyado raw nanonood dahil nga halos nasa streaming daw at nasa
Correct.
online. Do you think totoo yun? Question. Both of you.
Yeah, may kaibigan ako na, who knows about this.
No.
The numbers that the PBA tells us, allegedly, is unreliable because when you say there are 300,000 people watching, it doesn't mean they watch from tip off to last. Some of these are those bettors who just want to see the updates of the score. Some of these are just people who are interested on sino kaya nanalo. It's not a faithful barometer na kasi itong mga, kung ako advertiser ako and I want to advertise for the PBA, I have access to those and I will know kung sino talaga nanonood ba. Is this worth my marketing dollar? And going back to Japan, may mga sponsors din. That's why, for instance, yung mga perks nila is free apartment and free use of a car with a driver pa. May mga sponsors. So, ang problema sa PBA, walang masyadong sponsors. Even Kobe Marshall himself said, na-interview siya and he said there was expand daw siya, there was a marching order from the board na pwede nang tanggap ng expansion teams, but then it was so frustrating kasi may mag-submit ng application tapos bigla na lang
Nawawala. Hindi, but ako ito,
nawawala.
I mean, kakambyo naman tayo dyan. I really think that there is still following. May mga nanonood pa rin. I mean, I think we have to accept that. Malaki pa rin ang kanilang following in terms of viewership, no?
Isa na ako doon.
Sa labas, sa streaming, sa out of the country. But it doesn't stop there eh. Why are you happy with that? Kailangan punuin mo yung arena because yun naman ay pampagana ng mga player. Ang player mas naglalaro pag maraming tao. Tingnan mo na lang ngayon itong Game 7. Kahit pa paano, talagang pukpukan. Depensa, talagang nagpapakamatay. Nakita naman natin low-scoring games because nagpatayan sila kahapon. And that's the effect of a lot of people. And I think that's something that they should continue to work on. Homer, as a last question dito. So what do you think is going to be the trend? What trend will continue? Ang paglalaro overseas o ang pag-uwi na sa Pilipinas ng mga overseas players?
No question. It's overseas, Commissioner. Once my story on Kai Soto comes out this morning, the amount of money that's being thrown out there, the Japan B-League, there would be no... If you're a player there, you would be nuts to not try your hand up overseas. And why would you settle in the PBA?
All right. Homer Saison, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I will see you next
Thank
week.
you.
I will see you next week in Chicago. At tayo magkwentuhan. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Homer.
Thank you, Bossiera.
Salamat.
Pleasure's mine. Bye.
Mga kaibigan, si Homer Saison, ang ating correspondent live from Chicago and of course, Spin.ph columnist. Again, partner, malinaw na maraming mga nangyayari ngayon na ang feeling ko naman kung may ganong klaseng rule na after 5 years ikaw ay magiging local, depende yan. Kung ikaw ay local pero mataas pa rin sweldo mo, it doesn't matter, di ba? Pero that could also be the deterrent. Tama ka Anong dapat gawin ng PBA?
Di ba?
Para ibalik itong mga to. Diba? And I think it is, sabi nga nila, money talks. Ganun talaga You're a pro league. Gusto mo makipagsabayan sa labas, bring in the best. Pay.
Alam mo, yung napag-usapan natin dito, bagamat malamig yung aircon dito, medyo pinagpawisan ako. Mahinit yung topic.
Sobrang init. Kaya palamigin muna natin po mula sa mga paalala po sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page and your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network, one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live more today!
Thank you!
Sa amin pong pagbabalik, pag-uusapan po natin sa ang maraming issues sa Cash or Bash kasama ni Ray Hoble at Sid Ventura at ang winning coach ng Meralco, Coach Luigi Trillo in a very special appearance. Ito po ang Power and Play, hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo at ng Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 8:38 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by M2 Tea Drinks with malunggay, okra, and luya. Drink your gulay and fuel up on energy with M2 Tea Drinks.
Ang programang inaabangan, mga paborito mong paligsahan, impormasyon dito ay malalaman, halina't ating tunghayan.
I dare to dream big, to be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Sherry.
Ito ang programang inaabangan, mga paborito mong paligsahan, impormasyon dito ay malalaman, halina't ating tunghayan. Ito ang programang
Radyo 5 True FM, pinarangalan sa 18th UP Broadsock Kantinan Awards 2024 bilang Most Development-Oriented FM Radio Station.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom! Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Marvel Universe Live, an action-packed live arena show. Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hulk, and more unite for an all-new legendary battle. Take an epic journey with non-stop action. Don't miss a single explosive moment. Marvel Universe Live. This is one show not to be missed at SM Mall of Asia Arena from June 7 to 16, 2024. Tickets on sale now at smtickets.com.
Radyo 5 True FM is the media partner of Marvel Universe Live.
na kagad?
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Halina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro.
Bumalik kayo mga kapatid, lalong-lalo na ating mga suki sa Batangas, sa Tanawan City, and of course, dyan po sa Lipa City. Magandang umaga, partner.
Oh, may nag-ano sa akin, nanonood.
Oh, sino yan?
Isang magaling na golfer at fellow Clarician, si Larry Lumba.
Uy,
Larry,
boss.
manood ka lang, ha?
Bata mo kami.
Bata mo kami. Tenging baterya ng kotse.
Oy, siyempre, gusto nating i-congratulate lang ang Liga Baseball Pilipinas. Ito po ay bagong liga, amateur league na mag-o-open today. Again, this is about baseball.
Yeah.
Nung araw ay tayo hari sa Asia.
Actually, madagdag ko lang, no? Alam mo, bago tong basketball, baseball talaga ang laro ng mga Pilipino during the time ng American occupation.
Oo.
Oo.
Kaya congratulations sa LBP. They will have their opening today sa Rizal Memorial.
Wow.
And marami ng laro. There are 8 teams kasama. I think may dalawa yatang Japanese team na guest team. So again, saludo tayo. And hopefully next week makasama natin ang mga tiga LBP. Alright, at this point mga kapatid, syempre tuloy-tuloy po ang huntahan natin. And of course, ang ating katuwaan. Medyo i-cool down natin ang konti. Dito po sa ating segment na paboritong Cash or Bash. At ang Cash or Bash ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo. There's more to our cars. At ngayong araw pong ito, mga balik Cashers, Bashers sa ating programa. Ang ating pong mga kaibigan, ang partner and managing editor ng Pinoy Step, si Mr. Ray Hoble. At ang editor-in-chief ng The Game Magazine, si Sid Ventura. Magandang umaga, Ray.
Good morning,
umaga,
Ray.
Sid.
Good morning, Sid.
Good morning, Commissioner. Good morning, Jera. And also kay Sid. Hi, good morning sa'yo.
Hi, Sid.
Yeah, good morning everyone. Nice to be back here on Power and Play.
Thank you for joining us.
Sa mga questions.
Well, before I go to the Cash or Bash topics natin, gentlemen, alam natin ang nangyari, and I wanna throw this to Ray muna. Yung Alas Pilipinas had the historic tournament doon sa AVC Challenge Cup kung saan tayo ay nakapag podium finish, bronze medal na felt like gold. Sabi nga nila, partner, it felt like gold. Sa dami rin ng tao. Gaano kalaki ang impact nito sa tingin mo, Ray, sa larong volleyball and of course, sa ating standing as a volleyball nation?
Well, of course, malaking impact to, Commissioner, kasi alam naman natin, sumisikat na talaga itong volleyball dito sa Pilipinas. Before, ang laging tinitignan pagdating sa volleyball, di ba? The faces, the personalities ng mga taong naglalaro dyan, no? But now it's about time that we are being recognized as a volleyball nation in terms of skill set, no? So unti-unti napapansin na tayo sa ganung aspect. Kaya malaking bagay ito.
Yeah, well, talagang malaki to, partner, dahil nakita naman natin ang paglalaro. Hindi pa nga yan ang mga top players, young, great players itong pinasok natin, but still the program is going on and I think that should be a plus for volleyball. Sid, I wanna ask you, and this is on a sad note, namatay si Bill Walton last weekend, and of course, we had some great memories of Bill Walton, particularly nung kanilang championship sa Boston back in the 80s.
In fact, Bill Walton was also very active dito sa pag-preserve ng Philippine Eagle sa Davao.
Wow, talaga. Wow, that's something new.
Yeah.
Sid, any fond memories, yung mga naalala mo with the great late Bill Walton?
Well, unang-unang kami, so medyo very shocking news to wake up to a few days ago. Si Bill Walton, the NBA great, suddenly passed away. Parang he was larger than life, literally and figuratively. And although I never got a chance to meet him, I read a lot of books where he was one of the characters. Isa doon yung kay David Halberstam, who wrote about him sa 2 books actually. One of them is here with me. Breaks of the Game. It was about the Portland Trail Blazers in 1978 season. And actually, may chapter nga dyan si Billy Ray Bates. Who, by the way, is going to be our guest mamaya. Hindi, sorry, hindi pala. Si Tony Harris pala mamaya. Sorry.
Oh.
Anyway, si Bill Walton kasi, he overcame a stuttering problem. I think that was my biggest takeaway from his life. He really couldn't talk very well. Tapos gumagano'n daw siya pag nagsasalita siya. He was very shy as a kid, but he overcame that to become a very dominant college player. So he will really be missed. And I encourage everyone to read David Halberstam's book, Breaks of the Game, about the Portland Trail Blazers during the heyday of Bill Walton. And it's a very fascinating book.
Imagine, he had a stuttering problem pala, as mentioned by Sid. And yet, he became an anchorman.
Exactly. I was about to say that dahil nga yung dati mahiya, aside from yung stuttering niyan, Sid, mahiyaing tao yan. Mahiyaing tao yan.
Pero he was a very jovial person. Masayahin din.
Oo.
Masiyahin. And of course, we know his championships with Portland, his championships with the Boston Celtics. He was a key part dun sa pagbalik ng Boston, of course, coming off the bench already during that time.
Nabigla ako dahil matagal na palang suffering from cancer.
Cancer. And very young, 71? I think he was 71.
71 lang.
71 lang. Anyway, again, we remember Bill Walton fondly. Alright, gentlemen, ito Cash or Bash. Again, alam nyo na to, dito, magbibigay lang kami ng a few videos or sound bites or quotes. At sasabihan nyo lang kung kayo isang-ayon, Cash, or di kayo isang-ayon, Bash. Of course, walang tama, walang mali. Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, huwag magagalit. At ang opinion nyo lamang ang mahalaga. Here we go. Ready na tayo. Well, ang una nating item sa Cash or Bash. Sitting pretty at naghihintay na lang ang Boston Celtics sa nanalo or yung napanalunan o mananalo sa Western Conference Finals. Pero marami nagsasabing napakadali daw ng kanilang road to the finals. Nakuha ng Boston ang quote-unquote easiest path papuntang NBA Finals at hindi pa sila nasusubukan. Cash or Bash, gentlemen? I'll begin with you, Ray. Go!
For me, Commissioner, it's going to be Bash. Because of whatever Boston went through, I believe the squad deserved to be there. And I don't think there is what we call as an easier route in the NBA considering the number of games you have to play in a season. And of course, the Celtics had been knocking at the door and alam naman natin, few years ago, pumasok din sila sa finals, no? And I think that squad had just matured as a team and playing much better right now. And which is why basketball experts are thinking that they had an easier route this time. If there's probably an easier route for the Boston Celtics, siguro we have to go back to the time when they dominated the NBA, when they established the league dynasty. Probably that is the easier route for them.
Wow. Very good point. Alam mo, magaling Diba? So, you cannot call it easy. Yun ang parang punto ni paring Ray. Sid, same thing. Nakuha ba daw ng Boston? And I know you're a big Celtics fan. Ang easiest path, quote-unquote, the easiest path. And therefore, hindi sila nasusubukan pa. Cash or Bash?
Agree ako kay paring Ray, in my unbiased opinion.
Really?
Bash din yan kasi, kakalimutan ng mga tao, wala rin si Kristaps sa second and third round. Malaking bagay siya It's not like they were complete. They had to play Al Horford 38, 37 minutes minsan at the age of 36. Hindi madaling, maikli rin ang rotation ni Coach Joe Mazzulla, and nakakalimutan din ng mga tao. Although na-sweep nila ang Pacers, yung tatlong games doon, actually, they had to come from behind to win it near the end. And they battled through adversity. So, hindi ko ma-describe na madali yun Diba?
Right.
Coming back from 18 points down on the road, diba? Panalo na dapat ang Indiana doon, diba? They still managed to pull it through, So, para sa akin, Bash yun. Wala naman na madali pagdating sa playoffs. Lahat ng teams magagaling.
Well, I agree with Ray and Sid, no? Although dito, Sid, Mavs ako sa finals, but tama yung sabi ni Ray, from the start of this NBA season, pareho kayo dyan, laban kayo dyan Now, kung ang record ng Boston yung parang sa Chicago dati, na halos wala silang talo, masasabi mo talagang napakadali yung team na makapasok sa finals. Pero hindi eh. May mga talo
Nahirapan pa rin.
Nahirapan pa rin eh. So,
Well, kasi alam mo, sinasabi din ng partner, first round daw, baksak, wala si Jimmy Butler, nawala. Second round, naiwasan nila yung Joel Embiid dahil natalo. Tapos, na-injured din si Jalen Brunson. Na-injured din si Halliburton. Kaya sinasabi nila, bakit daw ganun? But I do not believe that. The reason why they had an easy time is because they're so good.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
They have
correct.
the best starting lineup, the starting six in the NBA, and I believe that. With all my heart. Kahit hindi ako Celtics, ha?
And speaking of Halliburton, dapat kasi yung na-injure siya, papalitan siya eh. Kaso hindi pinayagan, si halitosis.
Yun talagang hindi na isipan yun.
Bagsak ang mga players doon.
Alright, mga kaibigan, ha? So, yan ang ating unang item sa Cash or Bash. Let's go to our second item ngayong umaga. Talking about the Dallas Mavericks, partner. Yan ang sinasabi mo kanina.
Yeah.
Well, pumasok na po ang Dallas Mavericks sa finals behind a 4-1 victory laban sa Minnesota Timberwolves. Balik finals na rin daw si Kyrie Irving at makakalaban pa niya ang kanyang dating kupunan kung saan ako talaga naman ang init at galit na galit ang mga Boston fans sa kanya dahil sa kanyang I promise na hindi niya tinupad. Alright. So itong tanong, vindicated na si Kyrie Irving sa kabila ng kanyang mga off-court antics noon. Cash or Bash, Sid, go!
Well, again, in my unbiased opinion, no? Kaya medyo masama rin loob ko kay Kyrie kasi he stomped on the leprechaun sa Boston Garden. But I have to say, cash ako dito. Nung nag-umpisa yung season, maganda yung start ng Mavericks. I was thinking, ganon din nung first season ni Kyrie sa Celtics in 2017-2018. They went off 2-16-2, Tapos we all know how that ended. Umalis din siya sa Celtics. Inisip ko baka ganon din ang mangyari sa Mavs. Maganda lang sa umpisa and then something will happen down the road. Pero hindi. I think he's in a happy place ngayon.
Yeah.
I think he likes playing off of Luka. Wala na ganong distractions. Luka is sort of the center of attention sa Mavs, and he's just playing his game. He's playing some of the best ball in his life. So, may finals pa. Tingnan natin. Baka may mangyari doon. Pero tingin ko hindi na. Tingin ko nasa magandang lugar si Kyrie ngayon.
Alright. Well, talaga naman maganda. Papunta na sila sa finals ng NBA. Ray, same issue, vindicated na si Kyrie Irving sa kabila ng kanyang mga kalokohan o antics niya noon. Cash or Bash? Go, Ray.
Well, Cash, Commissioner, there's always a saying that great players had some great games left in them. And I believe Kyrie Irving had some of that. Whatever happened in the past, it's all but history now. But Kyrie appears to be playing as if he's got something to prove. And that is what keeps him motivated this season. In fact, dumali nga yung trabaho ni Luka ni Luka Doncic because of Kyrie Irving. And because of the veteran guard's presence, yung load na dati is too much for Luka, ngayon medyo mas gumaan na with Kyrie around. How great and determined Luka is playing in the NBA Finals, you could see na because of Kyrie, lalong gumanda yung performance ni Luka. And I believe it's cash, Commissioner.
Alright. Dalawang cash. Partner.
Cash-cashin na natin.
Cash-cashin ka na rin, ha?
I agree. Actually, sinabi nga ni Kyrie, when he was interviewed, more or less, yung sinasabi niyang problema niya with the Boston Celtics or even the fans, he will use it as a motivation in order to get the championship.
Wow. Well,
tanda mo yan, Sid, ha?
0-10 ang si Kyrie against the Celtics since he's on the logo.
Natatandaan talaga ni Sid.
I'm just putting it out there.
Ako, vindication or not, Kyrie is a superstar. I mean, he doesn't need anything. I think he lives in his own world and I think we should give it to him. He needs his flowers. You really have to give him his respect.
Yeah.
I'm just happy he's back in the finals.
Yeah.
Kasama niya si Luka. And it'll be a wonderful matchup laban kay Tatum and Brown.
Looking
It should be an
forward to
exciting one.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our third Cash or Bash issued this morning. Sa report ng Spin.ph, nag-propose ng dispersal draft si Blackwater boss Josel Dosi para raw mabalik ang parity ng liga. dispersal draft ang magbabalik ng parity sa PBA. Cash or bash? I'll begin with you, Ray. Go!
Commissioner, if you remember when I guested here probably last year, I have to go back to the previous episode na when I guested, I mentioned the possibility of studying the handicapping system. And it's quite similar to what Blackwater team owner Josel Ducy suggested. Before, we've been seeing inferior teams being given opportunity to win a championship, and we've seen that in the early years of the PBA. I'm speaking about Royal True Orange and UTEX. They won championships because they were given the opportunity na magkaroon ng dalawang imports fielded in at the same time as opposed to sa mga powerhouse teams like Crispa and Toyota na one at a time lang yung pasok. And that's the reason why they won championships in 79 and 1980. No? And then when traditional powerhouse teams like Crispa and Toyota disbanded, the star players of the team were dispersed to the remaining 6 teams. 6 lang yung nung koponan no? Pero they were dispersed and hindi pinayagang magsama-sama yung the likes of Mon Fernandez, Abet Gidaben, Manny Victorino, Yoyoy Villamin in one team. No? And when the PBA made its expansion in 1990 sa pagpasok ng RFM Swift and yung Pepsi Cola, that was the time na nagkaroon ng dispersal draft. And in fact, yung time na nga na yun, ang tawag is Protect 9. Kaya nga na-i-unload yung mga players like Tonichi Ituri, sina Elmer Reyes, sina Joey Loizaga, no? Sa Añejo naman. No? Nagkaroon ng opportunity yung Pepsi at saka yung RFM Swift na ma-retool yung kanilang mga franchises. No? At the same time, nakapag-beef up din sila coming from the draft, no? And I think the PBA should revisit it in hope of probably balancing out the teams competing and i-implement na rin nila siguro yung handicapping system. Wala namang masama di ba? Paano if ever you have a Junmar Fajardo there with San Miguel that has been dominant for years, and then payagan mo yung mga teams na magkaroon ng unlimited height for them to be able to compete at bigyan mo yung San Miguel ng mas maliit na import, perhaps that would balance things out.
Maganda yung sinabi ni Ray. At least yung history ng dispersal draft was very well explained. Sid, same matter. Dispersal draft ba ang magbabalik ng parity sa PBA? Cash or bash? Go!
I'm going to say bash, pero I don't mean to bash Governor Giselle Docino, whom I respect very much. I agree yung statement niya na there should be drastic changes to restore parity and bring interest back in the PBA. Pero nabasa ko yung article medyo hindi clear sa akin kung ano yung mechanics ng pinopropose niya na dispersal draft. I understand, siyempre, retain 8 to 10 players lang. So what will happen to the players that will be dispersed? Yun ang medyo hindi clear sa akin and I don't see lang how that will address the disparity So halimbawa bibitawan ng Ginebra sina Raymond Aguilar or yung mga bench warmer nila, and how will that if Aguilar goes to another team parang sa akin that's not the best approach to addressing disparity.
All right.
Okay, parang para sa akin lang. Pero I agree na kailangan talaga some things must be done to address the disparity in the PBA ngayon. Mga sinuggest ni paring Ray na may handicap system. Ginawa rin natin yan actually mga 9-10 years ago, naalala ko na yung mga tail ending teams, the last 4 yata, they were allowed to recruit imports of unlimited height. Di ba, nalala mo, sina PJ Ramos, kinuha ng Terra Firma or Kia Carnival noon, 7'4 siya, tapos yung iba 6'10 lang. As recently as several years, a few years ago, ginagawa na ng PBA yun.
Alright.
Pero tingin ko, mas marami pa, I think. I caught the tail end of your talk with kanina, Homer Saison, and yung salary cap I think you're onto something there. I think there should be a luxury tax.
All right.
Kung sa mga the haves, the teams that have more than others.
Great point.
Great.
Great point.
Yeah.
Partner.
Both agree. Para lang sa akin, that's a big statement coming from Jose Aldosino. Kailangan talagang ayusin yan.
Alam mo, tama yung sinabi mo. Ako, I agree with all of you. And I think it's good that there's a team owner saying this now. At least something has to be done. Ang parity to be brought back in the PBA, napakarami yan. It's a very complicated and long process. Dispersal draft, usually ang ginagawa pag may expansion, kagaya na sinasabi ni Ray Hoble. But I think they are on the right track.
Sa handicapping?
At least they are thinking about it. At least may mga team owner na nagsasabing kailangang ibalik ang kapag kakapantay-pantay sa liga. Ray and Sid, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay niyo sa amin ngayong umaga. Thank you so much for joining us on Cash or Bash.
Thank you very much, Ray.
Commissioner.
Sid.
Commissioner, pinag-uusapan natin kanina yung tungkol sa mga sa PBA, no? Gusto ko na rin batiin si Commissioner Alan kay Dick. Commissioner Alan, no? Hi to you, and pati na rin doon sa mga ibang mga PBA legends na may pinagkakaabalahan dito sa PSL. No?
All right.
And kasi we're having our global challenge sa PSL.
Thank you.
Alan.
May pahabol lang ako rin, Sorry.
Go ahead.
Indulge me lang. Later on, 10 a.m. sa an alternative basketball show namin sa Facebook and sa YouTube, we're going to have the Hurricane Tony Harris as our guest. So please watch us. It will be a very, very explosive episode. Yun lang, Com.
Salamat.
Salamat sa inyo.
We will tututukan natin yan. Eternity of Basketball. Thank you so much, Ray and Sid. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, mga kaibigan, medyo hindi na natin papatagalin to kasi kasama na rin po natin ngayon, and we're very happy and very fortunate to have with us the winning coach ng Meralco na ngayon ay papasok na sa finals. Walang iba kundi si Coach Luigi Trillo. Coach Luigi, thank you for joining us this morning. I know you're very tired and very busy, and I know you're in a game right now, but we're very honored to have you. Congratulations on your victory yesterday.
Congratulations, Coach.
Been a while. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Alam mo, I mean, I don't want to be too technical here. I know you want to relax your mind. It's been a long series. I just want to ask you, how does it feel to finally break the jinx and, get a chance to win this PBA Philippine Cup Finals?
Words can't express how I feel. I've been with Meralco for 10 years now. We were 0-6. If you think about it, when it comes to playing Ginebra in a best of 7, right? And then we got over the hump in that quarterfinal matchup. This one was grueling. We were down 3-2. A lot of people know that it's hard to come back when you're down 3-2, and they gutted it out. But, heroes all around, led by obviously our active consultant, Coach Nenad. But just really, I can't put it into words. Ginebra is such a great club with a lot of pride, and to come out, it means a lot to us.
Yeah. Coach Luigi, not that I'm showing my true colors. Not that I'm so happy today that you won last night. And I was watching the game, ang saya-saya ko. Pero hindi ko sinasabing avid fan ako ng Meralco. Hindi halata. But I was surprised with your big man, si Bates.
Brandon Bates.
Brandon Bates. Grabe, ang galing niya. Sabi ko nga parang pinalitan niya na si Philip Cesar sa Tapal King .
I said nga before the series, Brandon's gonna be crucial because you go up against a team that have big guys like Stan Hardinger, eto na nga si Junmar. Even in our out-of-town game when we played also Magnolia, and I don't know what's with out-of-town, Brandon plays very well. He matched up against Laput. But it's been a while for us in the draft when you're trying to look for a big man na may potential, diba? Nahulog siya sa amin sa 9. And, can't speak enough about this guy in terms of yung ugali niya. Very down to earth. I don't know. I don't think he knew how big the moment was because we were telling him to play brave, and brave he did. Talagang nilabanan niya. Mahirap yun, Stan Hardinger and Japet.
Yeah, actually, ako personally, I was dahil nga fan ako ng Meralco, talagang kulang talaga dati ng Meralco was
The big man.
big man. Big man eh. At least ngayon, nakuha nyo na.
6 points, 13 rebounds, 6 blocks. Just an impressive performance, Coach Luigi. And of course, you cannot say enough about Chris Banquero.
Yeah.
What a game from him. What a time for it to come, actually, Coach Luigi. And alam naman natin ang capacity and capability ni Chris. But he teamed up with Newsome, and it was just a lethal backcourt. Plus, of course, yung defense ninyo. The interior defense was unbelievable yesterday.
Well, CB, happy for him. The question with him has been his durability. He's been having a lot of injuries, but we have a lot of faith in CB, Commish. In fact, Newsome, Chris needs help. So, hitters all around. And I think that's a mark of a team that can really win. You look at the deeper teams. You look at San Miguel, you look at Ginebra, you look at Tokentex. When you get into a 7-game series, you need points of attack, right? So we have a better chance when you don't know who's scoring. If you have a guy scoring 50, 40 a game, mas madaling i-game plan yun. But for me, I feel there have been games where we went to Bong Quinto. We've gone to Alain Maliksi. We've gone to Chris Newsome, but even CB now is another point of attack. So, hopefully we keep healthy. I think in the finals before, if you look at the 4 finals, we've always had injuries, knock on wood, no? And so far, so good. We seem healthy. We have our hands full against San Miguel. They have a good team out there, but we believe in our guys. I truly believe in our guys. I know we can match up.
Yeah.
And we've got the depth, I think, in terms of believing in them to do the roles well. It's not going to be easy. We know that. But we are not happy, and I keep on saying this, to just be in the finals. A lot of teams will be happy to be there. We've made 6 out of 8 semifinals, the last 8 conference. I think that is really, really hard to do, guys. If you really think about it, other teams wait 5 years, 6 years to make the semifinals. We've done it, right? But now it's a thing. If we're gonna go all the way, we really have to lock in, because San Miguel is a good team.
What will be your priority, Coach Luigi, in your preparations for the finals?
Well, we've got a quick turnaround. There's obviously Junmar we have to take care of. I think, with a team as solid as San Miguel, they don't fear you. They put numbers on the board. The question is, you have to look for points of attack to us. I know they do some things well, but we see as a staff they have some weaknesses, and we have to capitalize on that. I think we also have some guys we can match up with certain players. Easier said than done. You have CJ, you have Terrence, you have Junmar, right? But as they say, ika nga, bilog ang bola, right? And these points need to be talked about. They need to be highlighted. And the advantages we have, we really have to maximize that. The disadvantages, though, you can hide it, and we can do that. But sometimes it's challenging these guys. They never tried points of attack with us. You have to show belief in your guys, that they can do it. They can defend. If you expect them to switch, they can switch. If they're posted up like a carom, they've got to hold the fort. And sometimes, more than the X's and O's at this point, it's the psyche of the players. You've got to let believe. Kung hindi ka naniniwala sa mga player mo, or if they don't believe in themselves that they can do it, talo ka na. So, to us, there's a lot to prepare for, but I think we need to talk to them about it, not complicate things, capitalize on the weak points of the other team, and our weaknesses, we've got to clean that up.
Yeah, I guess breaking the jinx and winning against Ginebra, the confidence level of the players right now is at all-time high. Yeah, and
Go Meralco.
Go Meralco.
Coach Luigi, as a parting shot here, I want to make this light. How are you going to spend, I know you're with your daughter watching her volleyball. What did you tell your boys today? Anong dapat nilang gawin? And, just to celebrate at least your Game 7 win.
It was funny, we were supposed to go home from Batangas. Coach Nenad, he likes going to Hard Rock.
Okay.
So I remember with Alaska, my last championship 2013 and the championship, we'll always have it there in Deba. Medyo lumit lang ng konti now, but from there, everybody I know we're gonna get to work on Wednesday said, play hard and let's party hard. He wanted family there. He wanted everyone. So even the kids, pumasyal kami. We got there at about 11:30.
Oh.
But something that we can celebrate, and there's so much, you know that, Tumis, you know how hard it is sa PBA when you're playing games after games. So this is something we enjoyed with our families. And then obviously the day of today, I'm spending it with my daughter.
I know.
My volleyball. This afternoon I'll start watching video and then we go back to work tomorrow.
Grabe. Well, I don't want to disturb your time with your family. Congratulations again, Luigi. And of course, what a wonderful finals this will be. We wish you all the best. And of course, enjoy the moment. And we'll see you hopefully in the final series.
I
Thank
hope
you guys.
I hope you win the finals, Coach.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Mga kaibigan, ang Meralco head coach, Luigi Trillo, again, nakakatuwa na nakapasok. Alam mo, I'm excited because...
Pero hindi pa ako naglaro niyan, ha?
Sabi ko, tatanungin ko kung kailan ka i-recruit eh. At least dalawa silang team na magkaiba.
Yeah.
Sabihin mo ko San Miguel at Ginebra na naman na naglaban. At least ngayon, magkaiba. This would be also a fun finals para sa PBA. Alright, bago tayo mag-break, medyo tayo nag-overtime ng konti. Atin po munang silipin ang mga viral videos at trending sa mundo ng palakasan sa Stop and Pop. Ang title po ng ating video ngayong linggong ito ay Pops Got Schooled. Hindi po si Pops Fernandez to tatay. Pops Got Schooled. Panoorin natin ang video. One-on-one sa pagitan ng mag-ama ang bakbakan sa ating video. Kita nyo naman ang magiging depensa ni Pops. Pero yung crossover na yun ay yung biglang tumira ng gano'n. Kailangan ng Meralco at ng San Miguel ito. Nadali siya ng Little Sham God na may double hesi pa sa dulo. Got you, Pops! And that's also our Stop and Pops. Alright, when we return mga kaibigan, ang ating pong hihimayin ang PBA Finals. And of course, ang ating pong bagong Olympian, si Emma Malabuyo. Kasama rin si Coach Yeng Giao sa pagbabalik ng Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo at ng Joyride. Ang oras po natin, 9:14 ng umaga. This time check is brought to you by M2T Drinks with malunggay, okra, and luya. Drink your gulay and fuel up on energy with M2T Drinks.
Ito ang programang inaabangan, mga paborito mong paligsahan. Impormasyon dito ay malalaman, halina't ating tunghayan.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Sherry.
Ito ang programang inaabangan, mga paborito mong paligsahan. Impormasyon dito ay malalaman, halina't ating tunghayan.
Nangunguna bilang news, public service at entertainment radio station sa Mega Manila. Radyo 5, True FM.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Nasabi mo na rin ba yan sa kanya?
Teka muna, mahal. Kasama sa relasyon natin na kailangan kong baguhin yung sarili ko. Kailangan bang maging sakdal linis ako para pumasa sa standards mo?
Ano pa? Ano pa ang mga bisyo mo, ha? Sabihin mo na lahat ngayon. Kung hindi mo sasabihin, magugulat na lang ba ako isang araw na matutuklasan kong nagsusugal ka rin? Ha? Nang bababae? Ayoko ng gulatan, Kenneth.
Sana Lord, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 10 ng umaga hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali. Sa Radyo 5, True FM.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Totoo sa balita, totoo sa serbisyo, totoo sa inspirasyon. Radyo 5, True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala. Power and Play with Com Noli Iyala.
Mina't makinig, talakayin natin ang laro. Gusto mo, pag-usapan natin, ibida ang hilig ng bawat...
Balik po tayo sa Power and Play. O bago namin pasok yung aming susunod na guest, gusto ko lang pong i-wish ng good luck si Carlo Paalam. One fight away, one victory away para makapasok po ng Olympics and hopefully madepensahan niya yung kanyang medalya o makakuha ng ginto. Again, Carlo Paalam na ngayon po ay lumalaban sa Bangkok. Let's pray for our boxer na ngayon po ay may chance ang makapasok muli sa Olympics.
Best of luck, Carlo.
At this point, mga kapatid, pasok na natin ang ating guest kasi medyo mobile si Coach at gusto natin makuha kanyang thoughts dito sa paparating na PBA Final Showdown ng San Miguel Beermen at ng Meralco Bolt sa Philippine Cup. Walang iba kundi ang veterano and of course, ang ating kaibigan si Coach Yeng Giao ng Rain or Shine. Coach, magandang umaga. Thank you. Sigurado ka bang nakaparada ka sa tamang lugar at hindi sa gitna ng NLEX, Coach?
Morning, Coach.
Tumabi naman ako kaya safe tayo, safe.
Ayan.
Mukhang hindi naman gumagalaw yung sa background.
Coach, quickly lang. I mean, nakausap namin kanina si Luigi and I wanted to get just your takeaway from Game 7. Yung anong nakita mong nagustuhan mo sa laro ng Meralco kahapon?
Well, makikita mo kasi yung Meralco, magandang match-up sila sa sa Ginebra, no. Ito lang yung worry ko. Alam mo nakalaban namin yung San Miguel eh.
Oo nga eh.
Ang problema mo sa San Miguel talaga yung match-up mo kay Junmar.
Yeah.
No? Kung yung Meralco versus Ginebra, medyo may katapat pa physically sa Meralco sina Christian at sina Japet. Although malalaki pa rin 'yon pero pag nakatapat mo si Junmar, doon mo mararamdaman na sandali, parang ang hirap tapatan ni Junmar physically. No, you have to scheme him. Pero ang nagustuhan ko doon sa Meralco, yung mga piyesa around doon sa mga sa mga big men din nila. No? Of course, sayang wala si wala si Aaron Black. Pero magandang nandun si Aaron Black sana, kaya lang wala ka na magagawa doon. But despite that, nakarating sila ng finals. Wala rin ang tingin ko kasi ang rito talaga ang big difference parang Loizaga, no? Is yung matchup nila kay Junmar. But the nice thing about Meralco, maganda sa Meralco is ang ganda ng nila ngayon, no? Ang ganda ng cohesion nila as a team, no? All the pieces working together. And then yung combination din ni Coach Luigi at saka ni Coach Nenad really brought something to the chemistry and to the system of of Meralco. Maganda yung kombinasyon nila, yung pagtutulong-tulong nila. Kaya palagay ko magandang labanan nito, pero tingin ko lamang pa rin bahagya dito yung San Miguel.
Coach, speaking yung sabi mong parang kay Kaloy-Loy Saga, no, yung big difference, no. One of the surprise players of Meralco was si Bates, Brandon Bates, no?
Yes.
How would you, ano bang kailangan pang gawin ni Bates para tapatan si Junmar?
Palitan ng pangalan, Billy Ray.
Pwede.
Ayun,
yun, I think they have a partial solution to the Junmar matchup with Brandon Bates. Kasi Bates has the size, he also has the strength, the heft.
Tsaka timing, timing. May timing siya sa blocking.
That's what you need against against Junmar. And one thing kay Brandon Bates, he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker, doesn't discriminate, and I don't think he will be intimidated by Junmar. But ang problema niya is yung experience, yung the wisdom and the experience of Junmar over him is really a big factor. Pero if you want to guard, kung meron kang gustong tumapat kay Junmar on the Meralco lineup, I guess physically their best bet would be si Brandon Bates. The problem with that is nakikita ko rin kasi si Bates medyo foul prone. Junmar is going to take advantage of that.
Bates.
Ang galing niya mag-foul bait.
Bait niya si Bates.
Magpa-foul Bates. Coach,
foul Bates.
when you look at the series, pag ikaw nakalaban mong ang San Miguel in your semifinals, napag-aralan mo na sila, ano ang tinitingnan mo dito sa series ito na magiging basihan o sukatan how the series will go? Ano ang key factors sa tingin mo in this particular series?
I guess ang factor dito is although rested yung San Miguel, although rested sila, I still feel the longer the series takes, the better it is for Meralco. Kahit na yung Meralco galing sa isang Game 7 series na bugbugan din, palagay ko hindi mo pwedeng talunin ang San Miguel in 4 or 5 games . It will still go 6 or 7. So Meralco has to prepare for a long series. And in a long series, with Junmar playing like 38 to 40 minutes on the average, baka pagdating ng 7 or pagdating ng 6 or 7th game, medyo mapagod ng konti. Baka medyo mapagod ng konti. Pero you also need to play a deeper rotation. Kay Meralco. Kailangan mo rin mag-preserve ka ng iyong mga key players. Una, pagod na rin sila, galing sila sa isang mahabang series. And then you're going to go into another long series. Magiging susi talaga kung paano nila mapa-preserve or paano nila mapapatagal yung effort, aggressiveness nila to be consistent for another long series, this time with San Miguel.
And let's not
ang laking bagay nung nakapagpahinga yung San Miguel dahil tinalo kami in 4 games lang.
Kaya nga, and let's not forget the perimeter shooting of San Miguel.
Ay nako, deadly talaga.
Deadly yun.
That's why I wanted to ask Coach Yeng. Coach Yeng, key matchups dito. Alam naman natin that in Meralco, in this series, nakita natin ang galing ni Alain Maliksi. Siyang bumuhat halos nung first 5 games nitong Meralco. And then, of course, Chris Banchero at si Newsam kahapon. And of course Bates and yung big men nila. Sa San Miguel naman, alam naman natin kung gaano kalalim yan. Ikaw nga nang sabi, 3 pairs 5 niyan. So ano nakikita mong key matchup dito na maaaring maging crucial sa series na to?
Moyo, ang ganda ng nilaro sa amin ni Ganda na nilaro sa amin ni Marcio, si Lassiter. Ang ganda ng percentage niya, yung efficiency niya sa 3-point shooting. Si Don Troliano, ang ganda rin ng nilaro sa amin. Si Terence played a few games pero bandang huli medyo medyo yung efficiency niya bumagsak pero maganda pa rin nilaro niya. So I think these are key guys dito sa
San Miguel.
Si CJ, ang ganda ng nilaro din sa amin, no?
Halos lahat, coach, binabanggit mo na.
Wala pa doon si Jericho, Jericho Cruz, wala pa doon.
Halos binanggit na nga lahat.
Si Jericho kasi talagang gustong-gusto magpakita nun sa amin pero yung last game lang talaga ang gumanda, gusto niyo doon siya sa panghuli, no? Yun ang gusto niya para para mas matandaan ko raw yung ganda ng nilaro niya. No? So ang dami sa San Miguel na puproblemahin mo. You know what? Ito pa rin nung kalaban namin ng San Miguel. The key is still holding down Junmar because gumaganda ang laro ng mga nakapaligid sa kanya na dati nang magaling, lalong dumadali para sa kanila if Junmar is playing well. Kasi when you get the ball to Junmar at the low post, hindi mo talaga pwedeng i-single coverage Kasi yung efficiency niya is 60 to 70%. Pag may bola siya around the basket, 8 to 10 feet around the basket, his efficiency is on single coverage is around 70%. Kung gusto mong bumagsak yung efficiency niya, you have to send a double team or a scheme. Kailangan gumawa ng paraan. Ang malilibre naman, sina Troliano, sina CJ, sina Terence, sina Lassiter. You have to pick your poison
Grabe.
No, kami ang ginagawa namin talagang sumusugal na kami kay Junmar noon na kailangan mapababa namin yung efficiency niya. Kung mahirapan man kami doon sa mga ibang nakapaligid sa kanya, well, you have to accept that.
All right.
Parang walang solusyon Pero ang tingin ko mas malalim naman at mas ma-experience yung Meralco sa amin. So, mas may laban talaga yung Meralco kaysa doon sa Rain or Shine nung nakaraan.
Batang-bata naman kasi yung team mo talaga, coach. At alam naman natin yan mahaba pa ang kinabukasan ng mga player. Coach, talking about experience, alam naman natin first Philippine Cup Finals ito ng Meralco. In fact, they're gunning for their only first title sa kanilang franchise history. Kumpara sa San Miguel, they just won the last conference and they're looking for a sweep this season. Ito bang experience kontra sa yung gigil ba na mananalo ka ng una mong championship? Sa tingin mo, anong mananaig dito? And how do you temper this if you're on the side of both teams?
Alam mo, yung experience pagdating sa finals, yung Meralco meron ng experience and although hindi sa all Filipino, no. They've had good imports before and they've had chances to win a championship, no. Nakakarating naman yan ng semifinals, nakakarating yan ng finals. Hindi kamukha nung team namin, talagang in 5 or 6 years itong conference lang kami nakarating dito sa semifinals. Pero yung Meralco, when they have imports, they make semis and they even make finals. Nakakatulong pa rin yung experience na yun. Kasi yung mga sina Newsam, sina Maliksi, no, sina Banchero, nandun pa rin sila yung experience nila sina Almasan, no. They still learn, no, from those experiences getting into the semis and the finals. Magagamit pa rin yan nila rito. Hindi parang
first time.
Ano tayo
Bagito.
Bago tayo. So, meron pa rin. But, ang problema mo talaga is now you have to rely on your locals by themselves. On your own. Pagdating sa All Filipino, pagdating sa big men, wala talagang katapat si Junmar.
Si Junmar ta rin. Siya pa rin ang pasyan.
siya pa rin ang basihan. No? Siya pa rin ang crucial dyan. And when you scheme Junmar, you have to sacrifice something. Ang masasacrifice mo is you get the other talented and key players of San Miguel. You give them chances to get open. So yun lang talaga.
All right. Well, I do not want to ask it, pero I will. Fearless forecast,
Fearless
coaching.
forecast, coach.
Anong tingin mo? Either mananalo or gaano katagal itong seryeng ito?
Ang tingin ko rito, 6 to 7 games.
Ooh, wow.
Slightly favored ang San Miguel, but I will be very happy if Meralco wins it.
Oh. Well, I totally agree. I think it will be a better series kung rather than yung parehong galing sa San Miguel. I think that also brings a new flavor in the finals and certainly
orange flavor.
Orange flavor. Coaching, maraming salamat at we wish you the best. Ingat ka sa biyahe mo and sana sa susunod na konferensya, ikaw naman ang aming pag-uusapan tungkol sa finals ng Rain or Shine.
Sana kami naman swertehin.
Salamat. Thank you.
Coach.
Ingat.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Mga kaibigan, Coach Yeng Giao ng Rain or Shine. Of course, nakalaban niya ang San Miguel nung semifinals. So, alam niya yung dapat na gawin. And again, sabi niya, the big difference, Carlos Loizaga, Kaloy Loizaga nga si Junmar Fajardo, and still at the end of the day, yan ang kanyang pinag-usapan.
Si Junmar literally and figuratively.
The big difference.
Siya ang poste.
Oo. Talagang hindi mo pwedeng iwasan. You have to go through him para ikaw manalo ng isang
Kaya
kampiyonato.
magdadala ng Meralco ng iba-ibang mga poste ng ilaw para bantayan yan.
Well, mga kaibigan, talking about mga poste, ito mo po yung mga poste namang sumusuporta sa Power and Play. At gusto namin pong pasalamatan, already going on our 7th year. Maraming po salamat, of course, sa Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Sa ganitong pabago-bago ang panahon ngayon at tag-ulan na, kailangan po natin ng ang matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum, tsak na pang matagalan. At isa lang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum.
Thank you!
Cherry Tigo 7 Pro Hybrid. Easy on the fuel, stylish and with advanced functionality features. This is the Cherry Tigo 7 Pro Hybrid, equipped with a panoramic sunroof, power tailgate, wireless mobile phone charging, and a 360-degree around view monitor, plus a 48-volt mild hybrid system that lets you drive with ease and optimal fuel consumption. Perfect for work, road trips, or other personal journeys. If you're looking for a classic car that boasts new technologies and fuel efficiency at the right price, look no further. Enter the new era of green mobility the practical way with the Cherry Tigo 7 Pro Hybrid. Visit www.cherryauto.ph for more information or test drive at any Cherry dealership near you.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang inyong bagong kasundo. Super excited na kami sa pinakabago nating super serbisyo ng Joyride Super App. Ito ang aming Joyride Super Taxi. Maganda at bagong sasakyan, super luwag pa ng trunk space para sa inyong kagamitan. Full-time at professional na mga drivers. Pwede parahin at pwede ring i-book sa app. At higit sa lahat, walang dagdag presyo at dimetrong pamasahe. Isa na namang handog ng Joyride Super App para sa mga super sipag na mananakay ng Pilipino. Super serbisyo ng dimetrong kasundo. Yan ang taxi, yan ang Joyride Super Taxi. Available na sa aming app at sa Metro Manila.
Thank you!
717 Deli, serving quality classic premium sandwiches. Treat yourself to a feel-good meal today. Located at 3rd floor, 53 Connecticut Street, Green Hills, San Juan. 717 Deli, keep you smiling with every bite.
Thank you!
Skin, your face and body anti-aging center. With branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, please call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886.
Thank you!
M2T Drinks with Malunggay, Okra and Luya. Drink your gulay and fuel up on energy with M2T Drink, your natural source of electrolytes.
Thank you!
And Smart, live more today. Gusto rin po natin, of course, pasalamatan ang Rudy Project. Get ready for a game-changing partnership. We proudly welcome Rudy Project, your go-to for premium sports eyewear and gear. Elevate your performance and style with Rudy Project. Tune in for exclusive offers and updates only here on Power and Play. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Partner, malapit na tayo mag 7 years. Kaya naman nakakatuwa at patuloy na ang dami pong nakatutok. Again, nabati po natin na imbag bigat kada kayo amin. Lahat po ng ating mga na suki at mga kaibigan po natin sa San Esteban, Ilocos Sur, sa Vigan, Ilocos Sur, and of course sa Baguio City.
Ganon din sa mga kababayan ko sa Lingayen, Pangasinan.
Oo.
Masantos, Yakabwasan, at Sikay namin.
Ayun. Nga pala ha. Isa pa natin tinututukan mga kapatid yung Yuka Saso. US Women's Open mga kapatid. Yuka Saso is right now running tied for third. Only 2 shots back. And again, kahit siya po ay hapon na ngayon, still we are proud na meron po yung dugong Pilipino. Si Yuka Saso in the second round, still in contention for another major. Alright, talking about women athletes. Nako, our next guest is someone that we certainly are going to be proud of, and we are looking forward to seeing as the newest Olympian of the Philippines going to Paris. And we put her in the spotlight dito po sa In the Spotlight. She is now the latest Olympic qualifier for the Philippines, the 13th in Team Philippines. Nag-qualify po siya as the highest-ranked gymnast not part of a qualified team after finishing third in the Asian Championship in the all-around behind 2 Chinese, and therefore making it to her Olympic dream. She's 22 years old, a Phil-American who is a 5-time member of the U.S. national team and was an alternate 2020 Olympic team member to the Tokyo Olympics. Also a member of the UCLA Bruins gymnastics team. Kasama po natin ngayon, live, walang iba kundi ang ating bagong Olympian, Emma Malabuyo. Good day, Emma. Thank you for joining us on Power and Play.
Hi, Emma. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're very, very honored to have you, and fortunate that you could share us a little bit of your time. But let me begin with this. You know, I read an article that you said that it was a long and arduous path getting to the Olympics. That's what you called your journey to Paris. How satisfying is it, Emma, to finally make it to the Olympics?
Yeah, so this has just been such a dream come true. I'm honestly just like in such disbelief right now. I think it's still settling in and still sinking in, but this has been one of my dreams since I was a little girl. So now that it has finally happened, it's like been one of the happiest moments of my life.
So you can formally say that you are a 100% Olympian.
Yes.
Yes. Now I can finally say that.
You know, you were actually quoted as even saying you almost gave up on this Olympic dream. You know, after your near miss at the Cairo World Cup, what motivated you to go on, Emma?
What motivated me? It was my family. It was my parents, and they never gave up on me. They always believed in me, but I also wanted to do it for the Filipino community. I felt like I owed it to you guys, and you guys have showed me so much love and support, and so that gave me the faith and belief in myself just to try again.
3 years after serving the U.S. Olympic team, you are now carrying the Philippine flag. How different is it? How different is it to be representing your parents' home country?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of differences. I think the U.S. it's more serious and more individualized versus like the Filipino culture, representing the Philippines. It's just more family based, and I think having that community and that kind of the family and everybody being so welcoming, it's just so fun, and just being a part of the team is just amazing.
I want to know Emma a little more because not much has been written about Emma. Although you changed your your sporting nationality, so to speak, in 2023, I believe, and you started representing the Philippines. But I want to know how Filipino is the Malabuyo home back there in Texas. How Filipino is that, Emma?
Oh, definitely, like 100% Filipino. It's always great to have my grandparents and my parents cooking Filipino dishes all the time. We have family gatherings where everybody stays at the party till 2 a.m. and we're always doing karaoke. Always
that's very
having
Filipino.
fun.
Yeah,
very Filipino. So we always have great times together. But yeah, it's been so awesome.
Where do you trace your roots here in the Philippines?
The Malabuyos.
Yeah, so Malibu, it's my grandparents are actually from Manila.
Manila.
Yes.
Yeah. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng Malabuyo? What does it mean? Parang there's maybe a meaning for the name Malabuyo. Right?
Keep
it's like
talking while
spicy,
I'm
it's like a
doing
pepper.
some research here. But Labuyo...
What does it mean?
Malabuyo, it's like spicy. It's like a
Spicy,
pepper.
right?
No, Labuyo is-
Labuyo, siling
Yeah,
Labuyo,
yeah,
siling
Labuyo.
Labuyo. So you got that spice in you, Emma. And,
Yes, got that spice.
have you visited the Philippines? Have you been here?
No, not yet, but I'm going to go to the Philippines right after the Paris Olympics.
Wow. So that should be a homecoming for you and for your parents, obviously. Yeah?
We're
No.
excited.
Labuyo is kind of
Chili. Yes.
But in Tagalog, Malabuyo means it's fluffy.
Fluffy. Spicy fluffy. Let's put it that way.
Spicy, fluffy.
That's a
kind
good
of-
combination, I think. Not in gymnastics, but it's good in terms of your character. In terms of Filipino food, you talked about, what's your favorite Filipino food, Emma?
Oh, I would have to say maybe adobo or
There you go.
sinigang. I think sinigang is probably one of my favorite, but I also love pancit too, and sisig.
Wow, sisig. There you go. That's really very Filipino. In
Yes.
terms of Filipino traditions, is there a particular tradition that you guys celebrate or you guys practice and something that you like, Emma? Like
I
how
would
are
say-
Christmases in the Malabuyo home? Is it more Filipino?
Yeah, we definitely have Christmases are very Filipino. My grandparents would always put the coins and all the money all over the house, and always say prayers for me all the time before competitions. But it's just so amazing to have that love and support too, and just connecting back to my roots.
Yeah, but how many times have you visited the Philippines?
Hindi pa daw. She's coming
Not
back.
yet. Oh, okay.
She's coming
Yep.
in.
Mhm. I know it's been such a long time, but we've been trying to plan a trip. But finally, I'm gonna get to go this summer.
Sorry, I was not able to hear that because I was researching the meaning of Malabuyo.
He was busy. Yeah.
What are you taking up in UCLA? Are you graduating? Have you graduated?
I actually have one more year at
All right.
UCLA, and then I graduate next year.
And what course is this?
I'm pursuing a career in communications.
Wow.
Because I love talking to people. Very Filipino of me. But yeah, I would like to become a sports broadcaster. Actually.
Oh, and you have the personality for it, Emma. I can see it right now. And obviously, especially if if you can inspire more people to do gymnastics, that should be incredible.
So which events will you be participating?
Yes,
in the Olympics.
In the Olympics.
Olympics.
Yeah, so I actually qualified for every single event. So I'm going to be doing vault, bar, beam, and floor.
And which is your favorite, Emma?
Ooh, I would have to say probably the balance beam and floor.
And you have of course you were of course part of that US team, as I mentioned, in 2021 in Tokyo. How much of your stint in Tokyo do you think will help you now in Paris?
I think just having that experience and being able to train in Tokyo in that high level of an atmosphere, I think that's really helped me just deal with all of the pressure. And, again, having that experience, I kind of know what I'm walking into and I know what to expect.
Are you big on social media? Is it something, do you think that is important to athletes now as an outlet? Because we've seen a lot of really good athletes going to social media and just showing what they're doing and sharing with the public what they do. Are you that kind of person? Are you an outgoing person?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty outgoing. I love sharing some videos, especially on TikTok and Instagram.
Mhm.
But I really do it for the purpose of, hopefully inspiring younger girls who look like me, inspire present and future generations.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And well, even your face, you can even qualify to be to be an actress here in the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah. She looks
You
like
know what?
she looks like Sharon Cuneta.
Wow, that's a superstar right here. Coming from Jera, who's our Maritos. You know what Maritos? No, but seriously, you are now 4 Filipinos in the Philippine gymnastics team going to Paris. This is the biggest number since 1964 in the first Tokyo Olympics. What do you think does this say about the sport of gymnastics and, of course, its growth here in the Philippines?
hmm I would say that, it's just so inspiring, and I hope to keep, building a program where, especially younger girls who are from the Philippines, we want to keep building, hope and kind of cultivating this different environment. But I think it's just so amazing just to have, again, that support system. And I want to be able to give back to the community and also help develop the program. But yeah, it's just so amazing that, gymnastics is just developing.
Well, you had a very crucial run there in the Asian Championships where you qualified. It was actually nip and tuck, and till the very end, you're hanging. You didn't know what was going on. Tell us a little bit about your that experience, that particular grind that you did at the Asian Championships.
Mhm. I fought for every single 10th. I fought for everything. I wanted to be almost as closest to perfection as I could be. But finishing that competition, I had so much joy afterwards. And, I was like, I really hope, my best was enough. And so I was waiting in the stands, just hoping, my score was enough to get that spot. And so I actually had to wait for that last gymnast to go up on that vault, and she was the last person up. So I had to wait till the very last second. And just winning by 0.0333, I will just always remember that moment. So it was just, I was nervous, but at the same time I was really excited too.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but heading towards the Paris Olympics, what have you been doing right now? Your preparation leading to the Paris Olympics, and when are you going to the Olympics for training?
Yeah, so my preparation, I actually did not stop training once I flew back to LA. I was like, okay, this is a full train ahead. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to keep working so hard. So I'm just upgrading all of my routines, all of my skills, and trying to be the best Emma that I can be. And I leave for Paris July 11th.
Are you joining the training camp there? Because the Philippines is setting up a camp, I understand. Are you going to be there as well?
Yes, I'll be at the training camp with everybody.
Great. I'm getting some questions here about why gymnastics. How early did you start in gymnastics, and what pushed you to take up the sport?
Yeah, so when I was 3 years old, I was already climbing up on the monkey bars, and my parents were like, "This child has so much energy." And so they came home one day and they saw me I learned how to do a flip because I saw it on TV. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, this child is so crazy. We need to put her in gymnastics in a safe environment." So I actually began gymnastics when I was 5 years old.
My goodness. How many are in the family? How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 other siblings, so I have an older brother and a younger sister.
Are they athletes like you?
Yeah, my brother did soccer and he played basketball, but now he's a dancer.
Wow.
And then my younger sister, she used to do gymnastics, but now she's doing volleyball and tennis.
Why is the Malabuyo family so athletic in that sense? How important is sports with your parents, with your grandparents, and with your siblings?
Yeah, I think my parents always made it a point to where you don't have to be good at a sport, but I want you guys to pick a sport and just try it out, because I think sports just teaches you so many lessons in life. How to work really hard, how to be punctual, and just so many different life skills that you need throughout your life. So I think that's why they put me and my siblings into sports.
In terms of your conditioning, I read somewhere that you had some injuries just before the Tokyo Olympics. Of course, you have competed consistently now. How is your conditioning, Emma? How's everything in your health? Is it 100%? Are you A-okay and ready to rumble?
Yes, I'm 100% now. I'm stronger, better than ever, and I'm ready to go.
All right, that's good. Well, maybe a few questions left. What does this, as you said, it's been a long and arduous path. It took a while. You didn't make it automatically in the Cairo World Cup. You hang a little bit during the Asian Championships, but you finally made it. What does this Olympic stint mean to you, Emma?
I think this Olympics means so much to me, but it's such a bigger purpose than just myself. It's representing the Filipino community. It's my parents doing it for my family, doing it for my grandparents. It's for everybody, and I want to be able to celebrate our culture and just honor everybody else.
Your message, partner, your final message to the Filipino fans that will be watching you and cheering for you. Oh, by the way, have you met with Kaloy Yulo? Were you introduced to them already? Kaloy and Rui Vivar and all the Fenigan, who's also going to Alea, going to the Olympics.
I actually met Kaloy when I was only 14 years old. We met at a competition, actually. And then I've known Aliyah since I was probably 9 years old. And then I've known Levi. I met her through these World Cups. So I know all of them. And it's just been so amazing to be able to have them by my side.
And how is the Gymnastics Association of the Philippines helping you, Tita Cynthia Carrion and everyone else?
Oh, I'm so grateful for GAP. I'm thankful for Cynthia, to all of my coaches. Their support, I couldn't be here without them. And they give so much to this program, and they give so much love, and I'm just so grateful to all of them.
Well, we will be supporting you. Your final message to your Filipino fans, Emma?
I would like to say, maraming salamat po sa inyong taos pusong suporta sa akin.
Wow, that is perfect.
Hopefully my accent, I'm still trying to get it, but working
just the
on
accent,
it.
but that's good.
You just passed the audition. Somebody's already right here from TV5 asking you to become a broadcaster. Congratulations, Emma. We wish you all the best, and we will be rooting for you out there in Paris. Well, good luck and mabuhay. Enjoy your time.
Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Emma.
Mga kaibigan, si Emma Malabuyo, our 13th Olympian to the Paris Olympics, the 4th gymnast in the team, partner. And malaking bagay ito. 4 na gymnastics ang ating pambato sa Paris.
Tsaka hindi natin masyado na kilala tong si Emma Malabuyo, pero kung titignan mo, caliber din to.
Oo.
Caliber gymnast siya.
Oo.
Diba?
Isipin mo, nasa US Olympic team.
Exactly.
And so, again, these are kumbaga, pampalakas ng ating kupanan. And now we have more chances. Let's just hope talagang swertehin. Alam mo yung gymnastics, kasi nga it's ano tawag dito, subjective . May judges .
May judges.
So again, sana hindi tayo madali dun sa scoring. But again, we wish all our Filipino athletes. Again, si Carlo Paalam, lumalaban pa. Meron pa po tayong ibang nagsusubok na mag-qualify. And sabi nga ni POC President, they're looking at maybe siguro mga 17 athletes, which may be one of the biggest in the history of the Philippines. Alright, mga kapatid, ang dami natin na pag-usapan ngayong araw na to, and napakaraming developments. Exciting NBA Finals. Tutukan nyo po yan na next week pag-uusapan natin yan. And of course, the PBA Finals at lahat po ng mga developments sa laro po ng sa industriya po ng sports. Alright, at this point, gusto kong i-announce lahat po ng mga nanalo sa ating Joyride Top-Up Promo. Nanalo po sa atin ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride. Hindi natin nabanggit kanina yung Joyride mechanics. Tuloy-tuloy pa po ang Joyride Top-Up Promo sa sa Power and Play. Napakadali. Download lamang ang latest version. Kuhanan ng apps home screen. Ipadala ang screenshot, yung Power and Play sa Power and Play FB page via PM. Isama nyo pong yung buong pangalan at registered mobile number. At kami po may pag-asa kayo manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits na magagamit nyo sa motorcycle taxi, Joyride Delivery, Joyride Car, Joyride Taxi Cab, at sa Joyride Super Taxi. At ang mga nanalo this week, mga kapatid, ito po, si Genesis Navarro, J. Mark de la Cruz, Jean Francis o Frances Clemente, John Paul Tamboy, at si MJ Herman. Congratulations! 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits para sa inyo lahat. Partner, another great Saturday.
Yeah.
Kita-kita tayo sa golf course ulit.
Approve.
At sa inyong pong lahat, enjoy your weekend, ha? Lagi natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit. At sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei Gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino.
Happy sporty weekend sa inyong lahat.
More power, more play.
Kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa sa kapwa ko.